Hi, I'm Matt from thehealthycells.com. In today's video, I'm going to be covering what is stem cell therapy. I'm also going to go over what stem cells are and how they're different from regular cells, and a little bit on how stem cell therapy works. Okay, but before I get into that, this is general information only and not medical advice, so always consult with your doctor. And remember that stem cells are not FDA or EMA approved in most cases. Alright, so what is stem cell therapy? Stem cell therapy is a medical approach that is used to repair, replace, or regenerate damaged cells, tissues, or organs in the body. Now, these therapies may involve transplanting stem cells directly into the patient, or stimulating the body's own stem cells to heal damaged tissue, or even using stem cells to grow new tissues in a lab somewhere and then transplanting it later on. But what are stem cells? Stem cells are special cells in our body that have two unique abilities that set them apart from other cells. So, number one is they can make copies of themselves over and over and over again, and this is called self-renewal, right? And the second thing that they can do is they can develop into many different types of specialized cells, and this is called differentiation. Think of stem cells as the body's raw materials or building blocks. They're the cells from which all other cells with specific jobs are made. So what makes them different to your regular cells? Well, regular cells have one job and one job only. So for example, muscle cells, their only job is to contract. Or red blood cells, their only job is to transport oxygen throughout the body, right? Whereas stem cells can change into specific cell types that a body needs. And that again is called differentiation. So how does stem cell therapy work? So I mentioned differentiation because that's one of the key components of how stem cell therapy works. When the stem cells are placed into damaged areas, they may transform into the exact type of cell that the body needs to start the healing process. So for example, in brain cases, stem cells may turn into neurons, and neurons are those brain cells that send signals throughout the body, right? Or in heart damage, stem cells may become the muscle cells that help your heart beat, okay? So this transformation allows stem cells to replace damaged cells with new healthy ones. And the body may then use these new healthy cells to repair and rebuild the damaged area. So stem cells work kind of like a specialized repair team that can become whatever repair worker is needed the most. So whether that's a brain cell builder or a heart muscle maker, right? Another way that stem cell therapy works is with something called the paracrine effect, okay? So stem cells don't just turn into new cells. They may also send helpful messages to other cells around them. And scientists call this the paracrine effect. So stem cells release special proteins that act like messengers. So for example, growth factors. These messengers may tell nearby cells to grow and make more of themselves. Or cytokines. These are proteins that may help control inflammation and healing. So these messengers from stem cells may help your body heal in many ways. They may reduce swelling, they may tell your immune system to work better. And so you can think of them like a rescue team that not only brings in the new workers, but also brings the tools, the plans, and the instructions, or those paracrine messenger molecules, to help the whole repair process. And so this messenger method may even be more important than the stem cell's ability to turn into new cells. Another thing that stem cell therapy may help with is anti-inflammatory and anti-apoptotic effects. So stem cells may help your body heal by stopping harmful processes. So we've talked about how they might turn into new cells and help rebuild and tell other cells around them to start healing, but they may also stop the bad processes, right? Or the harmful processes. And so this works in two main ways. So one is fighting inflammation. And this is when you're hurt, your body gets all swollen and hot, right? That's inflammation. So stem cells may reduce this by telling immune cells to just calm down and by making proteins that cool things down, right? And another way they do this is by keeping cells alive. So damaged cells often decide to die or suicide, right? And this is called apoptosis. But stem cells may send signals to help these cells stay alive and repair themselves instead of just shutting off and deciding to die. So how do doctors give this therapy? Well, stem cell therapy can be administered systemically through IV, so that's your whole system, your body, locally, directly into a joint or through a spinal tap or directly into muscles or joints or organs, depending on the condition. And that's really up to your licensed healthcare professional to decide what type of administration they will use. But the IV and the intra-articular, so straight into a joint, are the most common when used in clinical settings. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully that was helpful. And if you'd like to learn more about stem cell therapy, please go to thehealthycells.com and request a free copy of our book. All right, give us a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.